You don't need to worry about the mercury in seafood. And to understand why, we need to know what selenium does in our bodies. We have 30-ish selenoenzymes. That's an enzyme, meaning a protein that drives some kind of chemical reaction that has a selenium atom as part of its molecular structure. And the two most important roles for selenoenzymes in our bodies are one, in the production of thyroid hormones, and two, as antioxidant enzymes, meaning they combat the damage of oxygen radicals, also called free radicals or reactive oxygen species. Antioxidants are just crazy important for our health. And what a bunch of these selenoenzymes do is very specifically protect our brains against oxidative damage. Okay, so where does mercury fit in? Mercury binds irreversibly to selenium. So if mercury binds to one of our selenoenzymes, it renders that selenoenzyme inactive. So it can't do its super cool antioxidant job, including not being able to protect our brains from oxidative damage. In ye olden days, mercury was used to make felt hats. And that's where the phrase mad as a hatter comes from. Hatters handled mercury, and over time that mercury exposure rendered their selenoenzymes in the brain inactive. They developed neurological problems. So mercury exposure is bad. Then why don't we need to worry about the mercury in seafood? First of all, it is absolutely true that seafood contains methylmercury. This is an organic form of mercury. It's produced by certain bacteria in aquatic environments when they encounter inorganic mercury, which is just a pollutant. And then methylmercury bioaccumulates up the food chain. Methylmercury is actually a lot worse than the inorganic mercury that hatters were exposed to because it's more readily absorbed into our bodies. This all sounds pretty bad for fish, right? Not so fast. Fish and shellfish are some of our best food sources of selenium. And nearly all fish have way more selenium in their tissues than methylmercury they're exposed to. It's good news for the fish, and even better news for those of us eating those fish, because the vast majority of the methylmercury in that fish is already bound to selenium. Now, it's harder for us to absorb, and the little bit that we do is already bound with selenium. It can't interfere with our selenoenzymes. Now, there's something called the selenium health benefit value, and this is a measurement of the ratio of selenium to mercury in fish. It's used for biomonitoring, meaning keeping an eye on this pollution problem that definitely needs a solution, but it also shows us that nearly all seafood is safe to consume. There's only a handful of fish species, really top predators, that accumulate more methylmercury than they have selenium. That includes shark, pilot whale, and the data is mixed on swordfish. Most of the data shows more selenium, but there are a couple of measurements that show more mercury. So swordfish would be one to eat occasionally, just to be on the safe side. All the other common types of fish and shellfish that you're gonna find in the grocery store, they all have positive selenium health benefit values, meaning more selenium than mercury. Not only are they perfectly safe to consume, even every day, every meal, but the extra selenium you get from them can help protect you against mercury exposure from other sources.